Take a listen at this passionate statement by the Chadian opposition leader Success Masra that he issued on May 9, 2024, and in which he rejected the presidential results of the May 5 and 6 presidential elections that declared Mahamat Idriss Deby Itno as the president-elect, and called for countrywide peaceful protests for electoral justice. Everything is accomplished, the victory of the people is resounding. Chadians, my dear compatriots, my beloved compatriots, everything is accomplished and the victory of the people is resounding and unblemished. By voting massively and peacefully on May 5 and 6, 2024, you defied all predictions of impossibility and pessimism, and showed the world that you are a people of South giants who wanted from the 7th May, a new Chad by voting for change. The victory of the people is resounding and the victory is yours. You came out en masse to say one thing, that it's over. That we want change in justice and equality. You already know the results of this election, because they're your results. You have made the choice to change, otherwise you would never have moved. A massive choice from north to south, east to west, via the centers in the cities, in the villages, among the elderly as well as the youngest, among the military as well as among the civilians. Inside Chad, as in the greater diaspora, you have demonstrated that you peacefully want change in justice and equality, in a reconciled Chad where there is finally the pleasure of living together in a land of opportunity for each Chadian. And as Chadians, we are firmly and irrevocably committed to transforming together with you in realization of this Chad that's dreamed of by each and every one of us. Despite the obstacles and difficulties like the tough guys who trace the path when the path is hard, we have won as a people. Thanks to you, the people who put us in the lead from the first round with the view of the truths of the centralized ballot boxes, compiled by more than 90% and which consecrates the victory in the first round, that of change over the status quo, the victory of hope over the past. I have the proof, and among you, you also have it, since you have yourself documented the truth of the ballot boxes, because you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. You have documented it with documents, with photos, and with videos. We won as the people, not one side against another. You were the sentinels of your victory. Despite the dangers and intimidations, you watched day and night to ensure the future of our country. Here as in the diaspora where young people have even slept in front of, I would say, the ballot boxes. There are moments in a nation's history that command gravitas, dignity and responsibility. On May 6, a new chapter opened. Thanks to you, thanks to your energy, your enthusiasm, thanks to your numbers. We have a meeting with history, but also with the future of our country. We all have a role to play in this unprecedented moment. Will we choose, in a renewed patriotic enthusiasm, to be part of those who brought this country out of darkness and who brought about democracy with difficulty but certainly, or would we be among those who wanted to lead a fight without dignity and dedicate themselves to failure against their own people and against their own country in the 20 and 30 years in the history books? We must project ourselves, don't we? All the children of the Republic will read that in this year, that is in 2024, that there was a majority camp that was of light, embodied by all those who heard and respected the choice of the people, and a minority camp on the wrong side of history, which did not have the presence of mind to feel and to accompany the wind of change that's wanted by the people of South, or the people of Tumai. We won on May 6 with the vision of a standing Chad. A Chad where every citizen lives with dignity, where daily life does not come down to living and surviving, I was going to say in fear and permanent discomfort. We do not want our people to survive, but to live free, happy and even as they live in prosperity in bliss, in opportunity, and in security. This vision, the people asked us to implement it from May 7th, that's why they mobilized on May 5th and 6th, and we will implement it for the good of the people and the country. Some changes, as you know, are inevitable, unstoppable, essential and irreversible. The only option when faced with these changes in history is to support them. The march towards justice of an awakened people cannot be prevented. We arrived at our destination and our fight for dignity bore fruit. We arrived at the promised land. In history, the Pharaoh was never able to prevent Moses from saving his people. Nothing could prevent our people from obtaining their independence, just as nothing could prevent other peoples from doing so. Tear down higher walls in order to build bridges of reconciliation in their place. These are the changes that cannot be prevented, and since May 7th, we have been experiencing one of these changes that nothing can prevent, because it is carried by the sacred will of the sovereign people of Chad, of the Aquarian people of humanity, of the people who carries within itself the center of Africa. And yet, my dear compatriots, what we feared is happening as I speak to you. Even a small number of individuals have decided to refuse the will of the largest number, and wants to reverse the order of things, the order of numbers, and in reality, it's the normal order of history. A small number of individuals think they can make people believe that the election was won by the same system that has ruled Chad for decades, with results known to man, and yet we promised everyone that is what will be created. A Chad without revenge, a reconciled Chad where everyone will have their place. It's not late to come to our senses. These individuals are wrong, not only about the result of the elections, but about their ability to be able to steal it once again, hoping that in 10 years, they will make documentaries. We will tell how they distributed the percentages to each other. You saw that in these recent years, a new Chad is here. He is mistaken in thinking that the Chad of today is the same as that of yesterday, and that the Chadians of today would be ready to accept the biggest lie in our political history. The truth comes from the mouth of the people. Their will is sacred, and their right to express themselves, to choose their destiny, cannot be violated by anyone. The forces of darkness deceive no one. We all know that they want to steal from the people their victory. The videos and photos that the people took when the people were about to take them, it has already caused them to tremble. It shows clearly that people who think they can cheat, steal and defraud to gag the people once again were numerous, but the people were behind them. They want to steal from the people the hope of a better life, the hope of a life worthy for each Chadian family, with a minimum package of dignity, with a decent roof, with access to water, education, health, electricity, to a job that allows you to live without constantly worrying about your survival. But the people are standing up and will surely not give up. He has already shown it by his peaceful determination. It should be remembered that on May 6th, he went out with his hands free, very early, to vote massively and closely follow the electoral process. And I am so proud of you, these people. So here is my final message to all compatriots: do not let your destiny be stolen from you, from the military to the police, to all members of the defense and security forces of our country. You who saw me working alongside you, with you, for you, I tell you to refuse to bow to unjust orders. You are worthy sons of this nation, and we want to work with you, and so refuse to obey unjust orders, because these orders which ask you to suck the blood of your compatriots, if they were given to you, would lead you to place yourself on the wrong side of Chad's history. These orders would lead you to fight your brothers and sisters. These orders would lead you to commit the irreparable and the unforgivable. Refuse to obey these unjust orders. I am a Democrat and I believe in democracy. It is with the ideas and the proposals that we want to move forward, and you must protect our people, because you made the promise to side with the people. To all Chadians who voted for change, who voted for me, I say to you, mobilize peacefully. Do it calmly with a spirit of peace, as you have shown yourself by thinking about the future that we will build together. Testimony of what you saw during these elections. Publish the testimonies, the photos, the minutes, the videos which prove the extent of your victory in the coming hours, in the coming days, and mobilize peacefully, but firmly. To all the Chadians who did not vote for me because, moreover, I saw younger ones who were too young to vote for us, come and join in a sort of collective reconciliation and commitment to the future. To join us, it will be in peace as we demonstrated to you during the popular presidential courses that the whole world has seen. It is first and foremost for you that we are fighting to offer you as a legacy, a catch of hope and a destiny worthy of what you deserve, so that for the first time, Chad turns towards progress, and the future which will not fall from the sky, but which we will fight for, with our hands, and with our guts. So that for the first time, Chad is yours, and for you, the voice of the people is the voice of God. What is happening is beyond me. You know that from the first day, we have been more than one. It is as a people, and by standing peacefully throughout Chad, that from tomorrow May 10th at 7 o'clock, you will be able to demand that the truth of the ballot boxes simply be consecrated forever in our country, because you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Do it calmly and show your numbers, you who want change, and who had allowed this change to become reality, to be victorious at the ballot box. May God bless you and take care of our country, by inspiring each and every one of us with commitment and irreversible wisdom for change in justice and equality, in order to establish dignity in our country. Thank you.